I'm done. I'm
You
done.
woke up again.
Hello and welcome. Hello and welcome to the Veto ceremony for 1984 Hall of Fame. This week, Nick W nominated Drew and Nick B for eviction. However, Luke has won the power of veto and has the option to take one of the two nominees off the block or leave the nominations the same. Luke, you can take the floor.
So in honor of Bria's orange wig turning the party tonight, I will be using the veto on Nick. You came to me first and you were very honest with me last week, and I respect that. So
okay, so with that, Nick W, as Luke has used the power of veto on Nick B, you must name a nominee to sit next to Drew on the block. Go ahead.
I didn't match your wig, Bria. I'm sorry. I'm like shaking. I value honesty in this game. Anybody who's ever played an org with me can tell you that one thing I really value is honesty and loyalty. And I'm like shaking. I'm sorry. I don't like this. Like I said when I first nominated everyone, on a personal level, I love and adore every single one of you. But I can't play a game with somebody that I don't know where their vote's gonna lie every single week. Rather that be against or for me. If I know you're against me, at least I know you're against me. A big topic of last night's eviction was honesty and being upfront with what you're doing. And I'm a big supporter, and I'm a big, I guess, whatever a synonym for supporter is of that. I think that, sorry, like this is hard. I don't like doing this. I really don't like doing this. Shut up, Blake. We're playing All Stars, and people will connect dots, and people will compare notes. And when the notes that somebody gives me doesn't match the notes that they gave somebody else, that's very, very alarming. Especially when I don't get a heads up in advance that like, hey, I'm gonna do this and tell this person this. So with that being said, I'm really sorry I have to do this. You're one of my closest friends outside of this community, but I have to put up Burks.
Okay. With that, our final nominees this week are Drew and Burks. We will figure out a time for the eviction. With that, that is all I have for you guys. I'm going to keep the recording rolling for a minute, though.
I am fucking sure.
I am snatched.
Nick, I know we didn't get our call, but thank you so much for safety. I return favors.
Yeah, Nick, I definitely think this cancels out you nominating me at all. So thank you for the safety.
Well, Jabbar, at this point, Jabbar, you owe me 2 favors.
I would like
fucking
to
right
know,
about that.
Wait, is
Right?
Burks talking? I would like to know how I wasn't being straight up, because you were one of the first people I told.
Because you told me that you were saving Cindy, and you told other people you were saving Billy.
I never told you that I was saving Cindy, ever. Not once did I tell you.
Okay, you told me you were evicting Cindy, and you told other people you were evicting Billy.
Yes, and that was because I was not sure of what I was going to do.
But
I
you
had
told me that you
trust.
were solidly evicting Cindy, and you told other people that you were solid. There's a difference between saying I'm leaning towards somebody and I'm evicting somebody. And you told me in my PMs that you were evicting Cindy, and you told other people in their PMs around the same time that you were evicting Billy. And we had a
Yeah.
conversation, and I thought it was very, very, very hypocritical that you sat here and got on this call last night on eviction and agreed with everything Jabbar said and everything that Tyler said and everything that Megan said when you by far were doing it the most.
I wasn't even here from 6:30 to 9, first of all. I had told people that I was not sure. I wanted to vote with the majority because Cindy and Billy was not my ideal nom set.
Then why
I
didn't
was
you
not
just
sure.
say that? Why would you tell me one thing and this isn't between 6:30 and 9. This is prior to and after.
Because I was not sure after. I'm allowed to change my mind just like you said you
I didn't
changed.
say that you couldn't change your mind, but even after the fact you were telling me you were evicting Cindy, and even after the fact you were telling people that you were evicting Billy.
Who did I tell I'm evicting Billy after? I would like to know
Multiple
that.
people.
Who does anyone want to own up to me telling them that I'm evicting besides Cindy? Would anyone like to own up to me telling them that I'm evicting Billy after?
There were at least 4 people that told me that.
Okay, let's hear it then.
Why would I expose those
No, I'm
people?
not asking you. Would anyone here, since we're being transparent, who did I tell that I am evicting Billy?
I didn't even talk to Nick. And Nick
I
can
also
confirm
did
that.
not talk to Nick, so
And I made a point to make sure right before the vote to let everyone know. And I went and talked to Cindy and let her know that I evicted her. Right before I cast my vote, I confirmed, I messaged people quickly, as many people as I could, because I didn't want that pinned on me afterwards.
Can I
hate
say
to
something?
interrupt, but I have to go. Let me know what happens. My ride is here and I have to leave. I'm sorry.
Luke,
Can
thank you for
can I say
saving me.
something?
I love you a lot.
Please.
Drive safe. Bye.
I would like to point, I'm not trying to defend either nominee. This isn't my kind of drama. But from the conversations I had with Burks, he was going to evict Cindy. I don't know if he told other people differently, but he never told me differently. So I'd like
He
to point that
definitely
out.
told other people in this house differently.
Okay,
And
well,
that's
that's what I
fair.
want to know.
And
Who
that's
did I
fair. I
tell?
just know that he didn't tell me that. I just wanted to put that out there for at least so yeah, my voice was heard on that. So
That's what I would like to know. Would anyone here like to admit to me telling them I am evicting Billy after the fact?
I don't know why people ain't talking. I remember you told me that you were evicting Cindy.
Yeah, I don't know where this is coming from, especially you, Nick. I felt like I trusted you. I was being transparent with you. I don't know where this is coming from.
This is coming from multiple people telling me other things. Multiple people that I trust in this game telling me other things.
Okay, so that's what I want to know. Who here would like to admit to me telling them I am evicting Billy?
There was one thing I did talk to you earlier, like at the start of the eviction thingy, like at the start before, like the next day. And you told me that you were evicting Billy when I asked.
Yeah.
And then
But
after
Nick is
that,
saying
later,
after the fact,
at
after
like 10 o'clock, you said, I don't know if this was after the eviction or not, but then you said you evicted Cindy.
Yeah, this was the day before yesterday. I had a conversation with you. There were points made about Cindy being a winner. I was a winner. I felt concerned that winners would be targeted. I had a conversation with you, and that's how I had felt. The next morning, like I said yesterday, during the eviction, when I came back from school, I hadn't spoken to anyone besides Bria at that point about the vote. I was hearing that Cindy was unsure about where my head was at. When I hadn't asked anyone how they were voting, I hadn't expressed any thoughts at that point besides to Bria, and those thoughts were leaning towards keeping Cindy. And at that
point, I
point,
asked you to keep Cindy.
Pardon?
Yeah, because I asked you to keep Cindy.
Yeah, and I had agreed with you, and that was the only person I had spoken to about the vote up until then.
And then like later at 10:28, you said I'm evicting Cindy.
At 10:28?
Mm-hmm.
That day?
No, like the next day.
The next day.
Yeah, like eviction day.
Yeah, the next day. That's when I had changed my mind, because in the morning I had heard that Cindy said that she was not sure where my vote was lying. So that's what I'm saying, Nick. You said that after the fact. I was saying I'm evicting Billy and I'm evicting Cindy. I would like to hear when that was happening, because I never told anyone that I was evicting Billy.
That was happening from 9 to 10.
From the 9 to 10, exactly. 9 to 10 yesterday. Who did I tell? I would like to hear it, because I'm not
Multiple
hearing it from
people.
anyone.
And they don't
I just think
necessarily,
people are
they
not-
could be on this call, they could not be on this call.
I
I'm
just don't
not
think that
like,
people are speaking up. People are not
Okay, but you
speaking
said you
up.
heard it from several people, and there's a good 16 people here.
and that's fair. And if they don't want to speak up, they don't have to.
I'm on the
That's
block.
their
They're not.
prerogative. Yeah, but there's always next week. Because, like, imagine somebody not wanting to speak up on the Cindy thing, and Cindy's still in this house. Cindy could have won HOH and put their asses up.
Mhm.
And I had told Cindy that I evicted her, unlike others. Because I knew this could have came back on me, but I went and I was honest with people. Right before Michael asked me to confirm my vote, I went and I told as many people as I could, and people can confirm that. As many people as I could talk to before, literally, because I had told people I was unsure. And when we were confirming votes, I went and messaged people, I am evicting Cindy. I am evicting Cindy. I didn't care about the response. I just wanted to let people know.
But Berks, the issue is when I have people in my PMs and on calls with me telling me that you were 100% saying that you're evicting Billy after we just had that conversation, and that's right before the
I
eviction.
never told anyone I'm 100% evicting Billy.
Not
never said that.
quote, I'm 100% evicting Billy, but I am evicting Billy. In between that, right before the eviction, where you went on that eviction and you, sorry, I had a hair in my mouth, co-signed everything that Jabbar said, co-signed that everything Megan said, co-signed that everything Tyler said. I found that very hypocritical.
When did I co-sign anything?
Were you not on this call last night during the eviction, agreeing with everything that they said, adding your 2 cents in every other time?
I was not adding my suit. I was clarifying something with Cindy. I had heard Bria clarify something with her because she had a concern. I had a concern, so I asked Cindy a question that had nothing to do with what anyone else said.
You literally, okay, whatever. I'm not gonna.
I had asked Cindy why she did not trust me when I had given her no reason to not trust me. That's what had happened. What I said had nothing to do with what anyone else said. I was not co-signing anything.
It works.
And then you completely ignored me during your entire HOH reign when I was told that you were going on calls with other people.
I did. That's fair. That's accurate.
And I would like to know why. You knew that I would never go after you, so I don't know where this is coming from.
Because if you're being sketchy with Billy and Cindy and you just want to vote in majority with Billy and Cindy, what if I'm not majority?
I had told people I was specifically unsure about those two. I had told
Okay,
you
but
that we
you
were
said
good.
you wanted to vote in majority, right? What if
I had
I'm
wanted to
not
vote in
majority?
last round.
Okay.
Did I vote for in the 1984 mini? Did I vote for in the majority to take you out? Yes or no?
So if it's me and Bria up on the block and I don't have a majority, are you still saving me?
Okay, not obviously not. You just put me up.
Prior to this, were you saving me?
Why
No.
would I publicly disclose who I'm doing of saving?
Because you wouldn't. Because you wouldn't, and you know you wouldn't.
No, I'm close with you and Bria.
If it was
I'm not
me
gonna...
up against any winner, you'd be saving that winner over me.
Did I save Cindy?
If that winner was majority.
Did I save Cindy? You're claiming
You
this
obviously
majority.
thought Cindy
Okay,
was
in the
majority.
1984 mini, how many votes did you have to stay, and who was the one vote?
Why are we dragging the mini into this? I'm sorry.
Because Nick is making a point that I would vote in majority every round, when that's clearly not the case.
How is it not the case, Burks?
Because I literally saved you in a 5-1 vote.
In a mini.
Yes. Is that not
in
a game?
A mini that lasts one night. That has no social qualms to this game.
That does not have any social I evicted Caleb in the mini. Do you not think I didn't know that I would be playing a game with Caleb in the future?
I don't think a mini has much basis on anything, to be perfectly honest.
All right, then let's look at my last season. I voted in minority numerous times. I evicted Tyler twice my season in a 6-1 vote. Twice. I saved Kendall in a 4-1 vote. So this point is complete BS. That I would be voting in majority every round for the sake of it.
But you also
I evicted Tyler twice, and
but
then I
you
used
also
the
played
veto
the
on him
middle
later
your
on in the
entire
season.
season as well.
Pardon?
But you also played the middle your entire season as well.
I did not play the middle my entire season. I made an alliance. I stuck to that alliance, and people were evicted.
Berks,
My
you
season
literally
was
have told me
Pagani.
that
There
you
was no
played
middle.
middle your whole. Berks, we've had conversations where you were like, "I played middle my whole season. I don't."
I had
think
never
I played
said
middle."
that to you. I said I played under the radar. I have never said that I played the middle. Who were the two sides in my season? I would like to know.
I don't know. I didn't watch season 2.
The popular people being me, Luke, and Jay, and then everybody else. Those were the two sides.
Those were the two sides, and I didn't do anything until I had heard Jay was nominating me, and that's when I used the veto on Tyler. There was no playing two sides. I was nominated week 1. There was no way for me to play two sides.
Okay.
You're saying you don't know my season, and then you're saying I was playing the middle.
Okay. I'm going based off of things that happened last night on call.
No, I'm not gonna accept that as an answer because clearly you did not trust me enough from the beginning. If you're
How are you
hearing
not
things
gonna
from other
accept
people-
that as an answer when that's literally like that's whatever?
If you're hearing things from other people, if you're a true ally, you will come to me, you will ask me, you will question me.
You've already done things that are sneaky, Berks.
What have I done?
You wanting to put up Drew week 1
Yes,
over
and
Kevin,
you put up Drew
knowing
this
that it
week.
would fuck me and Bria over.
You wanted to put Bryce up week 1.
I did because I thought Bryce wasn't gonna go home.
And I didn't think that Drew would go home.
Drew
What's your point?
Drew was in the original power of 3. Like,
And?
what sense does that make?
And
And he's obviously a big threat. A big threat.
Kevin and Billy weren't?
Kevin 100% is a big threat, which is why I was fine with Kevin going up.
So what does that have to do with Drew? How would Drew be going in that scenario? You're
Because
contradicting
Drew-
yourself.
Because Billy is by himself.
Why is the
Actually,
power
by
of 3 even a
himself.
factor if that was the previous season?
Huh? I didn't hear you, sorry.
How is the power of 3 even a factor if that happened in a previous season?
Because the power of 3 is the most dominant fucking alliance that's ever played this game, and everybody fucking knows it.
Okay,
And I guarantee you, if anybody had a chance to take a shot at them, they would, unless they're up against a winner.
last I checked, you wanted me to nominate Kevin because that's what everybody wanted. So
I wanted you to nominate
I
Kevin
wanted
because
you to
Kevin
nominate
pre-gamed. Bria wanted you to nominate Kevin.
as did you. You told me Kevin or Bryce. And
I said
picked
Kevin or Bryce because Bryce isn't going to go home, and if Kevin goes up, he goes home. Either way, my noms are safe.
You said one was going to go home and one wasn't.
Billy would have gone home.
You're telling me 5 different things.
How?
Billy would have gone home and Kevin would have gone home. They were both on the block.
Billy would have gone home against Bryce, and Kevin would have gone home if he was on the block, which happened.
Okay, so what does me wanting to nominate Drew have to do with that? You don't know where the votes would have lied.
Because I
Drew was
didn't
not my
trust-
target the same way Nick Benner was not my target.
Because it is week 1, and going into a game where there are 3 people in this cast that were in the most dominant alliance, I didn't think that Drew should have been on the block.
And that's your opinion. The rest of the house apparently thought that the pre-gaming was more dangerous, clearly, considering 2 of them are already gone.
I didn't know. It's week 1, Berks.
You were the one spreading the whole pre-gaming, preseason, and during the game. What do you
And
mean?
what about it?
And yeah, now you're telling me the power of 3 would have gone home if they went up?
Okay, what I'm saying is I didn't know, which is why I didn't want Drew up.
How did you not know if you went to every single person and told them that the pre-gamers need to go? And then you're
in
telling me
week
that Drew would have
one-
gone home if he went up.
In week 1, I said that pre-gamers, I said I didn't like it because my name was getting brought up with the pre-gamers, so I wanted the pre-gamers gone.
Yeah, and Bria,
And
you were
in
honest
week
with
1,
me.
that's the only thing I could have, like, I even talked to Key, and that's the only thing I went off of was the rumors in the pre-game.
And then I don't like what you said just there about how me not wanting to nominate Kevin was me trying to destroy Bria's game. Because
I said if you didn't nominate Kevin, it would fuck with Bria's game. Because then everybody would have known that Bria wanted Kevin up.
And I had told Kevin that he was safe because we had issues in a different game. And I
What
chose
I am-
Bria over Kevin.
What I am saying is, if you wouldn't have nominated Kevin and somebody found out that Bria wanted Kevin nominated, Kevin would have went after Bria and it would have fucked with her game. Would it have not?
I mean,
And did I not nominate Kevin?
No, because we pushed you into a corner about it. Because we didn't, like, as a collective, we told each other we weren't going to fuck with each other's game.
So Billy would not have gone home if I didn't nominate Kevin.
Billy would have gone home.
Exactly.
Because he was a pre-game.
I thought the X would have went home if Drew was put up.
But Nick just said Billy. According to Nick, Billy would have went home, and that's someone who's after Bria. So.
Well, he was.
Are you not like Birch? You're not listening. I literally just said
that was the nom set. Like straight up was told that I was being targeted until the Kevin was renominated. I was legit told by more than about half the house that I was already being targeted.
Yeah, that's what I said.
And actually talked about that.
Yeah,
no, Nick, I'm not bashing. I'm not bashing Nick. I've definitely talked about. I'm just saying I would have left unless Kevin was. My only chance of staying was Kevin being nominated too, though.
No, but Nick, you literally just said that Billy would have gone home. In that case, someone who is targeting Bria goes home.
What part of if Kevin does not go up, Kevin is targeting Bria? Do you not understand?
Yet Billy stayed, who was targeting Bria. Either way, someone who's targeting Bria stays in the game.
And he was on the block.
And you said Billy would have gone home if I didn't nominate Kevin. Meaning someone who targets Bria goes home.
Nominate Bria. Kevin would have nominated Bria.
And Billy wouldn't have?
Billy told me dead ass that they had.
That is delusional. I am not even gonna entertain that.
Are you gonna let me finish talking, or are you just
gonna
keep talking over me like a child?
Billy would have 100% nominated Bria. We all know
Bria,
that.
did you not make a deal with Billy?
Yes.
Billy was still gonna nominate Bria.
Billy was not gonna nominate Bria.
Okay, Nick.
I said, whenever we had our call during the HOH, I said X is going home if Kevin does not go up, because there was limited of options on who first would put up. So I said if Kevin did not go up, X was going home.
Yes.
Yeah, because I strongly felt like that if Drew went up, Drew was not going home.
And I felt the same way. I don't understand why Nick is having an issue with me nominating Drew.
Huh?
When Nick was saying that I couldn't nominate Drew because Drew would have gone home because of an alliance that existed.
Because I thought, okay, can I not have feelings? Can I not feel how I want? Can I not think that?
No, but you're putting that on me. You wanted to
nominate him.
You just nominated Drew. Would Drew not have gone home now?
There's a winner against him.
Before that, you nominated Drew. Why is me nominating Drew an issue, but you not nominating Drew?
Because when I got on the veto call, I told everybody who's playing veto I want them to use the veto, and I knew the veto was getting used.
Okay, and you had told me that Caleb and Megan would come after me if I nominated Drew. And I told you that I didn't think that was the case because that was a different season and I didn't want to bring that baggage here. You told me that the other members of the Power of Three would target me if I nominated Drew.
Yes, because on paper, if you nominate one of them the first week, I would assume the other two would think that you're targeting them.
But why would you assume that when they haven't given any indication that they are a trio this season?
Because if I was in a powerful alliance week, like in my season, and one of those people in that powerful alliance got put up week one, I'd be terrified.
So you were assuming and speaking for them, is what I'm hearing.
I was putting myself in their position, yes.
So you were assuming and speaking for them.
And what about it?
That's what I'm saying. Why are you speaking for someone else?
I'm not speaking for anyone. I was putting myself.
Are you gonna cut me off again? Are you gonna cut me off again before I can speak? If I nominated Drew,
are you gonna cut me off again before I can speak? Yes or no?
You can finish speaking. You can finish speaking.
I put myself in the position, and I knew if I was Caleb or I was Megan, and Drew got nominated week one, I'd be terrified that I was next. That is accurate.
That is a very nice way.
That doesn't mean I was putting words in anybody's mouth. That means I thought if I was in that position, I would not want that to happen, which is why I didn't want Drew on the block.
That is a very nice way of saying Caleb and Megan are going to target you if you nominate Drew. That's a very nice way of explaining that. But
I don't know for a fact if they were. I put myself in that position. I'm not
Exactly.
putting words in anybody's mouth. I'm saying if I was in that position, I'd be terrified.
So to summarize, you did not know that they would target me, but you said that they would target me.
I said, I think they might.
You did not say, I think they might. You said they are going to target you if you nominate Drew.
I said, I think they're going to, I said, I think they're going to target you if you nominate Drew. Yes.
Yes. So you did not know who that they would target me, but you said it anyways.
No, because I didn't talk to them.
Nick,
Because
I'm
I talked
not
to
gonna
you
go
and I
back
talked to
forth with
Bria.
you. That's what you said. Explanation or not, that is what you said. And that was not true. Well, you didn't know if it was true or not.
Fair. But I didn't want Drew nominated for that reason. And I
Okay.
think that's a fair enough reason to not want somebody nominated.
Okay, that's fair. But don't act like you
And
had
at
true
the end of the day,
intentions or you're not shady.
and at the end of the day, I was looking out for you because I didn't want people targeting you.
Oh, so this is also looking out for me? You didn't want people targeting me week 1, but targeting me week 3 is fine.
Yes, because you're shady. You do shady shit.
That is very hypocritical coming from you.
How is it
Coming from the
hypocritical? What
person
have
who
I done
went,
shady in this? What
who
have I
went
done
to every
shady in
single
this game?
person in the pregame and made final 2s, final 3s, 6-person alliances. That is very hypocritical coming from
I
you.
am not in any 6-person alliance. I'm not in really any alliance, first and foremost. Let's get that straight.
Okay.
I told Keaton I didn't want to target him because I thought he was being honest with Bria.
You literally led.
Keaton's the only person out of that pregame alliance that I've gone to and been like, listen, I think that you are telling the truth. Because I don't think Keaton would sit there and like break down out of frustration as like being like emotionally manipulative. I don't think that's Keaton. So I went to Keaton.
That.
Yes, I told him I don't want to target you because I think you're being honest here. Yes, I did do that. But if you ask Billy, if you ask Kevin, if you ask X, I have not gone to any of them and said, I want to work with you long term. I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to keep you safe. I've not done that at all.
What does that have
I kept
to do
X
with what
safe
I'm
because
saying?
I felt bad that I nominated him week 1.
What does that have to do with what I'm saying?
You literally said that I went to every single person in that pregame alliance and made final 2s with them, which is false. I
didn't mean you went to all 21 players and made final 2s with them.
No,
My
you
point
said
is,
I went to every person in that pregame alliance and made.
I did not
deals
say
with
pregame
them.
alliance. I said you went to everyone and made final 2s
Can
with
somebody
them.
please confirm that he said that? Am I fucking mental? Am I fucking psycho? He just said that.
I did not say you went to every single person in the pregame alliance.
You said you went to the pregame alliance and made deals with them, which I
said
did
you
not.
led the charge to go against a pregame alliance when you were the one making final 2s in the pregame. You made a
No, I
final
was
2 with me.
not.
Yes, you did.
Wait, where did you get
I
the
found
lead
out
in
you
the
were on
charge?
call and I found out you were on cast and told you I wanted to work with you.
You asked me if I was on the cast. I said yes. And then I said, I don't know many people. I don't talk to people outside games. You're going to be my final 2. And you said, yes, you are my final 2 as well.
And I said, okay, cool.
And you made a final 2 with me.
Because you asked me for one. How stupid is somebody going to sit there and say no to a final 2?
Okay, but that doesn't change the fact that I know that you went to numerous people in the pregame wanting to make wanting to work together or whatever you were trying to do while simultaneously getting a pregame alliance targeted.
Who did I go to in the pregame that I haven't already admitted to?
Just like you're not willing to call people out, I'm not willing to call people out either.
No, I'm saying who would I go to? I'm asking you because I've already said that I found out Megan was very early on in the game. I said I knew that Yoshi was on in the game because of a call that happened, and I said that I found out that Rizzo was on because he didn't know I was playing and was scared about season 5 targeting him. Those were the 3.
I'm telling you, I'm not calling. How am I in a position to call people out right now? If You're not going to call people out, I'm not calling people out.
But
either.
Don't call me shady and don't back it up.
You just admitted to going to people in the pregame.
I've admitted to that week 1.
And that is
I've admitted to that on Zoom calls.
You
week
targeting
1.
a pregame alliance.
I didn't make alliances with people.
Okay. So what about our final 2 deal? Is that not an alliance?
The final 2 that you asked me for and I said yes, and then I didn't talk.
That you contacted me for first, then you were spilling all the tea, which you clearly weren't enough cast about.
First and foremost, I asked you day of the cast reveal if you were playing.
Day of, really?
Really?
Day of.
Day of.
Nick, do not even. You asked
the morning
me
of the
Thursday
cast
or
reveal,
Wednesday before. Do not
morning
even.
of the cast reveal, I asked you if you were playing, and you said yes, and you said I'm really
That
scared
is
because I
such
don't
a
know.
lie. That is a
Are you gonna let me
bold-faced
talk? Are
lie.
you gonna let me
Because
talk?
I
Are you gonna
spoke to
let me
someone the
talk?
day
Are you
after about
going
you
to let me
talking to me
talk, or
because
are
you
you
had
going to
you
keep
had
talking
spoken to them
over
as
me?
well.
Are you going to let me talk, or are you gonna continue to talk over me?
No, because I'm getting frustrated because you're the one who's lying here.
You
Clearly.
can be
You did
frustrated.
not
How am
message
I
me the day of
lying?
the cast.
How am I lying?
You did not message me the day of the cast to
I
let me know
messaged
about
you
a
day
freaking
of
lie.
and said, Berksy, are you playing? And you said, no, I said, Berksy, are you busy tonight?
Let me
And you
let me
said,
get my
yeah.
phone. I know I'm not supposed to show anything, but let's read off of it.
Go ahead.
Oh my god.
Anybody want cake?
While we have this commercial break, I'd like to point out that Nick.
Berks, just so you know, you can read whatever you want, just you can't show.
Yeah.
Thing. Yeah, you're good.
I feel like we're at a court case.
Wait, what subject are we on right now?
No,
Reading?
I need to
About
get paid every time somebody mentions the power of three. I really
I
do.
I think we're at a high school cafeteria, not a court case. Are you kidding me?
According to Nick, they messaged me the day of the cast reveal to ask if I was on the cast.
Oh my
When we had a call 4 or 5 days prior.
We had a call the night before. Sorry. My bad. The night before.
Oh my god. Oh my god. You were such a liar.
I'm literally scrolling through it. And yes, the night before I called
The night
you.
before, really?
Yes.
Really?
Yes, October 21st, Wednesday, 2020, we had a call.
October 21st is not the day before the cast reveal. The cast reveal was on the 20th.
Whatever.
That is 6 days before.
Whatever. We had a call.
Whatever. And we had an hour-long call. 6
You
days
said, "Are you
before.
here?" I said, "Stop," and then you said, "Stop ignoring me because I missed your call." And then you sent me something for your applications. And then, sorry, the Sunday before, I said something, and you said, "Not you shading season 5," because I said that in that. I said that I sent a message saying that Rizzo deserves the world. And you said, and I said, LMAO. And you said, you couldn't be more obvious that you're casted. And I said, oop.
I did not say you couldn't be more obvious that you're casted. I said you couldn't be more obvious about the shade.
I mean, I'm literally reading it, Berks.
You're saying that you couldn't be more obvious about what?
You said you couldn't be more obvious that you were casted. And I said, oop, with the eye emoji.
I said you couldn't be more obvious about the shade that you threw in the alumni chat when you said something about Rizzo.
I'm reading it, Berks. I'm literally reading it.
Yeah, you're the one reading it. You can literally see it all over your face. You're lying right now.
You said you couldn't be more obvious that you're casted, and you sent the gif of Alyssa Slater drinking the coffee and then spitting it out.
What is me saying it's pretty obvious you're casted have to do with Rizzo?
Because you said not you shading season 5. I said oop. Or no, I said LMAO, and then you said you couldn't have been more obvious that you're casted. And I said oop.
What does that have to do with you being casted? That's my question.
Am I in the Twilight Zone right now?
What does that have to do with you being casted?
Because I'm shading season 5.
And
okay, whatever.
Are you supposed to be like shading people you're playing with? Like, I don't see the connection there. Clearly, that is not what I said.
Clearly, that is what you said because I'm reading it.
Let me just find it and read. Unless you've deleted it already.
And then on Sunday, we had a conversation, or on Monday, sorry, we had a conversation about personal stuff that happened. And then Tuesday, you messaged me, it's today. And I said, I'm so freaking excited.
Yes, exactly. The day of the cast reveal, I said it's today. So you didn't message me the day of the cast reveal. Thank you for confirming.
Fair. Absolutely fair. But the Sunday before, you were the one that started it.
I was the one who started it?
You literally said you couldn't make it more obvious that you're casted. And I said,
oh yeah, that was after you called me to let me know that you were on the cast and had asked me.
That's bullshit.
We literally just talked about this, about the shading thing being after you had called me.
Yes.
So how is it bullshit?
The call, yes, we called talking, we didn't talk about game. We talked about personal stuff, literal personal
stuff and game. I'm not gonna air out any personal stuff. This is solely game. You talk to me about personal stuff. I'm not disclosing that. Then
I talked to you
me
about Blake.
game.
I talked to you about Blake.
Yes, and then you talk to me about game on the same call.
No, I did not. I talked to you about Blake, and it's kind of bullshit that you're doing this.
So you did not tell me about the pregame alliance on call.
No, I did not.
I'm not.
I talked to you about how I felt about Blake and the feelings that I was having.
We
So
had an
that's kind of
hour-long
bullshit.
call about Blake.
Yes, we
I'm
did.
gonna turn off the recording.